Welcome back to Chair Yoga Plus as we continue to practice wearing our sneakers. Sitting tall in your chair, maybe 3/4 of the way back. Just take a moment, scan your body, see how you feel. Remember, never work through any pain, and breathe. In deep into the diaphragm, and a nice slow exhale out through the nose. And we continue to explore how our practice is different when we wear our shoes. And today's focus is going to be on balance. So right now we're pretty balanced in our chair, rock side to side. If you've closed your eyes, let's open them. And then come to stillness. Once again, roll the shoulders back and down. Then roll them forward and just see how that is different, how the shoulders move differently when you roll forward. And then come to stillness right in the center here. Let's lift the heels and lift the toes. So we're going to be working mostly standing today because it's very hard to work on balance in our chair. I will show you one position that is a balanced position in the chair, and then we'll stand. So let's continue with our warm-up right here. Take the hands up, reaching high, drawing the belly in. We're going to turn to one side, bring the arms to the side of the chair, look over our shoulder. And then with me, join me as I sweep the arms up and over my head, and I twist and turn to the other side. Let's do it again. Nice big inhale as we lift. Exhale as we turn. And then we'll go back to the other side one more time here. And release, and then release everything forward. Heel toe the feet apart just a little bit. And let's lean forward to one side and back. So here in this circling in our chair, we're using our core. And that's exactly where we want to have our focus when we are balancing. Let's go in the other direction. So notice how your muscles in your core work as you lean back and you pull in, and you can soften a little as you go forward. Building our awareness of our core muscles, come all the way up, heel toe back into center. Take the hands up, press palm to palm, bring them right down in front of your heart. Take the fingertips to your shoulders and let's circle those elbows. And circle them back and down. And then squeeze the shoulders back and then squeeze the elbows forward. Working through the upper back and upper chest area here. And then let's bring them out to the side and circle them again 3 or 4 times in one direction, and then just reverse that. And then we'll come to mountain in our chair and lift one foot. Hold it up there, maybe kick it out nice and long. And then bring it back in. Turn sideways so you can see what that looks like. Same side leg, sit tall. Lift and kick it out. And bring it back and down. One more time here. You can hold that up there for just a moment and then bring it back and down. Building our balance awareness. Mountain. Lift the other leg and down. Maybe stay with this or extend it. On the next one, see if you can hold it out there for a moment. 2 or 3 breaths, toes up. Exhale, release it, and down. And then just rock side to side here. Releasing any tension in our muscles. And then we're going to come to the side of the chair. One foot to the side. one foot on the outside and down. Now this is a balance pose, so be mindful of that. We're going to lean out over that front leg and support ourselves, both hands on that leg. And the other leg is going to lift just a little and then down. So we're actually balancing in the chair. You can even hold on to the chair here. See how much work that is. And you can see my foot doesn't come very far off the floor. And to add to that, opposite arm can come forward as we lift and hold. Exhale and release. Pivoting now to the other side. Same work here. Start out with both hands on the thigh or holding onto your chair. Tighten your core. Lean forward over that front leg. Make sure the ankle is right underneath the knee. And then just lift. Oh, that's a lot of work. And down. Again. And down. Now, opposite hand. Reaching back. And then exhale and release it down. Pivot once again. And heel toe the feet into center. And come to mountain. And then we'll loosen up again with eagle's wings. So we bring the hands to the heart. We take them out to the side. Turn the palms back. Bring the hands to the back. Lean a little forward. Sweep the arms out and up. And bring palms together above your head and lower them back to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, spread your wings, rise up. Hands in front of your heart. One more time here. And then once again, soften and scan your body and see how it feels. Now, if you're not standing with me today, you probably want to back this up and repeat those works today, or you can choose another video. For the rest of this video, we're going to be standing. We stand with the chair close by. And we come into our mountain. Mountain is a balanced pose. We want to have our weight in both feet. Notice that. Notice the ball of your foot, the heel. Maybe even lift your arches a little bit. And you can lift the arches. You'll feel the quadriceps lifting the kneecaps, tightening through the legs. Very important awareness for standing poses, especially balance poses, to notice that work as you lift your arches. Maybe you even feel that lift in your core muscles, and then release it and soften. Notice the difference. Let's do it again. Remember our knee lifts? So let's keep the arches lifted, quads engaged. You can have a hand on the chair or hovering. We're going to lift one knee forward and down. Remember how we held it out in front of us? Start out with the hand on the chair, extend the leg. It might not be straight out from your hip. It might be down a little bit. Tighten everything. Pull the toes towards the shin. And then hover this hand. And then down. A little bit of work. Let's try it on the other side. So let's start with that lifting of the knee. Balancing on one leg. And then we'll extend it, putting the hand on the chair at first. So you can see I'll turn a little bit sideways. Extending it straight, hover the hand. And it's fair to tap that chair every once in a while. Hold your balance here, core tight, and down. and walk that out. Good. And then we'll come into tree pose, a pose that we can do in the chair, but it's really most beneficial if you can do it standing because it's a balance pose. So we turn one knee out and bring the toes close to the ankle. Now, when you have shoes on, you're going to find the heel of the shoe pressing into the side of the leg. That might not be comfortable. So bring it in front. Let it hover over the shoelaces. You can stay here and bring the arms up for tree pose. And that toe that's touching the floor, very, very little weight in that toe. Just see how that feels. And again, we could start to build our balance by finding a focus in front of us and maybe lift those toes off the floor. Exhale, toe down, arms down, and walk it out. So we got the other side, right? So we're gonna turn that knee out, have the toe close to the ankle, and if that heel of the shoe is pressing too much into the foot, just bring it forward, hover it over the shoelaces. Toe on the earth, ribs lifting. Lifting the arms helps us lift the ribs. We pull upward, reaching for the heavens, if you will, the energy that surrounds the earth. Shoulders down your back. And when you're ready, find your focus. Lift the foot off the floor. Toe down, arms down, foot down, mountain pose. And you can see the work when you're standing is much more engaging, much more core work as we balance. So I'm going to face the chair now and come into down dog. And just pedal the feet, bending the knees and shaking out the hips. And then stepping one foot forward, bend into that knee for our lunge pose. And we're going to lift the back heel. And then we're going to just start by lifting that leg. And notice how the weight of your body comes up over that standing front leg. And you might just stay with this engagement or hold it there. Flex the foot, lift it a little higher, lift the chest. Opposite arm, both arms. And release hands and foot. And let's come into down dog and walk that out. We'll do that on the other side. So now we step the other foot forward, bend into the knee, lean forward into that leg. And as you do, you straighten the leg and lift that back foot. Just play with this. Find your balance. Maybe hold it up there for a moment. Lift the ribs. Lift your gaze forward. And maybe one arm extends. The other one might hover, finding your balance, or extend. Exhale, hands down, foot down, down dog. Let's walk it out. And then walk your feet in, come to your mountain pose once again. And to continue to move here a little today, but work on balance, we're going to step out, shift our weight, and shift it back. Just rocking from one foot to the other. Come to the toe of the foot you step away from. So I like to lift it. Building balance here. And when the other foot comes in, let's hover it. Take that little bit of pause. One more time. And then pause here, put the foot down, mountain. So let's do it on the other side. I'm going to turn and we just step out to start there. Just kind of a little bit of movement. And then we start to lift the foot that we're stepping away from. Hover it. And let's hover the other foot now as it steps in. Hover. It might only be for a second. That's okay. Maybe you hold it for a whole breath here. The next time it steps in, we place it down and come to mountain. Arms up. Let's reach out to one side, reach out to the other. And then reach out of both arms equally. Tall mountain here. And then float the arms down. Placing our hands on our hips. Let's just circle the hips, push them forward. One side, the other. Just kind of bend through the knees as you come forward and back. And let's go in the other direction. Just a little release. And then we'll come back into our chair to close out our practice today. Once again, observe your body, the work that you did. And if your heart is beating a little fast here, just stay in the chair until that comes back to your normal, easy heart. Use the breath here. Maybe close the eyes. Closing the eyes helps us get into the body a little bit, I think, so that we can sort of observe from the inside out. And when you're ready, you bring the palms together, rub them, feel the warmth, feel the energy, and then hover that energy over your eyes. Open your eyes into that energy and hands back to your heart. Thank you very much for joining me for this practice of standing balances in our sneakers. Namaste.